I am finally doing a review and how-to of the Formula Pro Advanced by Baby Brezza. You may have seen my original review of the Formula Pro, which is in a card right up there. I'm going to talk about the Formula Pro Advanced now and what sets this apart from the Formula Pro original. This design is a little more sleek. The original had a little bulky thing hanging off the side. The tank is hidden right here in the back. This is where you fill your water. I'll show you more in just a minute. There's less of a footprint, or at least a wide footprint, on your counter than there was with the original Formula Pro. You have multiple pieces, and I'll go ahead and take this apart and show you the various pieces. I'm gonna assemble it, I'm gonna disassemble it, I'm gonna use this. Let's just start by showing you all of the different pieces to this. So first, we're going to take off the powder container lid. It's also probably going to try to pull this whole thing out. And then I'm going to pull the stir wheel out. You'll have to snap this out. If you have one right now and you're watching this, you're going to have to be sure this snaps right off because it is in there locked pretty tight. This is the locking mechanism, so to speak, or locking cover with the silicone scraper. And I'm just going to pull this whole thing kind of out here. I'm going to show you that this is the measuring wheel right here, and this right here is the powder container, and this is the axle. Now this is the funnel, and this right here is the funnel cover. This is the tray that your bottle will sit on, and this is the drip tray, and that pulls straight out. And there's one more piece to this that we cannot forget, and that is where your water goes. So let's turn this thing around and pull this thing out. And the cool thing about this, and I'm not going to flip it over right now, is that it has wheels on the bottom, so it's real easy to turn around. Now we're going to pull this out by pulling the top first, like this, and then pulling up on it. These are the components of the Formula Pro Advanced. I'm going to show you what makes this different, what also makes this easier to make a bottle than the original Formula Pro. I mean, I love the sleek design of this. I love that you can take this and put it on the back because it keeps stuff out of the way, and I honestly think it probably stays a little cleaner that way. So we're gonna put everything back together. As you can see, I just put the water tank back into the Formula Pro, and I'm gonna keep spinning this around here, and we're gonna assemble the whole thing. So we'll start with putting the axle on. We'll put the powder container in, and I've already washed all this. Put the measuring wheel in. I will put the locking cover in with the silicone scraper. Now this is extremely important. This silicone scraper has to fit inside that groove inside your powder base, or it will not work correctly. It might even mess up your machine. I'm not 100% sure about that, but we definitely don't want to do that. And with this steering wheel, you want to snap it on. Listen, if it doesn't snap, you might want to try to line your there it goes. Line your silicone scraper up a little bit underneath that. And we're going to put the funnel cover on. I'm going to put this back inside. You put this in, you push it up, and you push it in. I'm also going to put the lid on. Now something about this lid is it's got to go all the way down, and then it turns right so it engages the lock. If you don't engage the lock, what's going to happen is this unit will not work. It will give you a warning signal, which I will show you in just a few minutes. So I'll take the tray and the dripper, and then I will put this at, let's just say, this level right here. Now this tray goes on a little differently than the Formula Pro original. What happened with the original, you would have to push it in and push down. What I'm seeing with this is you just push it in, and that's it. I kind of like the other one, but I do know that the problem some people had is they were pushing it in, and then they weren't pushing down, and so they would get a full bottle, and the bottle would just spill all over the place. So we're going to test this out and see how it does. Then you're going to get ready to add the formula to this, which this is going to be the fun part. Before I start filling up the formula, I'm really going to see what kind of bottles I use. Now I have a Tommy Tippy bottle here. I've got a clear one so that you guys can see this filling up. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to place this kind of where I guess it might go, and then I'm going to add the bottle without the lid to it and see. What I might do is try to raise this tray up and then see how well it fits under here. Okay, so that fits under perfectly. That's exactly where I would want the tray and the Tommy Tippy bottle for that matter. I know that that's where I want this. So, and you can use any type of bottle, and then you're gonna want to add formula. So you come back over here, everything's dried, everything's reassembled, you put everything back in correctly. You're gonna turn on the machine. You're going to have to go to babybrezza.com/FPA, which stands for Formula Pro Advanced. you're going to have your Formula Pro Global Settings Finder. It's going to give you some instructions, and what you're going to do is select whether you're using the Formula Pro Original or the Formula Pro Advanced. And of course, we're using the Advanced here because that's what we're talking about. I'm going to select that. Then I'm going to select the territory that I'm in. We are in the United States, so we're going to select that. Then it's going to ask for the formula brand, and we're going to choose the Similac. We're going to choose Similac, and then we're going to choose the Sensitive OptiGrow. This is for stages 0 to 12 months. That's the type of formula this is for. And this says setting 6. So I want to come over here. I want to hit the powder settings and push it until it gets to that number 6. Now it's on number 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and add formula to this. You might even use a little cup to help you. But whenever you start pouring this in, just pour this in. We don't want to go above the max line. That's the most important thing. Got the formula in. I'm going to go ahead and just close up the Formula Pro. Advanced, that is. Okay, so we're looking at the different settings here right now. So, as you see, it says 10 ounces right there. If I hit the ounce button, it'll go 2 all the way through 10, 2, 3, 4, whatever size bottle that you want, all the way to 10 ounces. Now, we are doing 8-ounce bottles right now, so I'm going to put it at 8 ounces. This is the temperature button. If you look right here, this is the lowest temperature it can be, which is room temperature. If you hit the button again, that is body temperature. If you hit it, and when you see it blinking like that, that means that it's actually warming up the water in the tank right now. If I hit it again, it goes to, what that's going to be is that's going to be just a little above body temperature. We actually do room temperature, so we're going to leave it at that. You can dispense water only if you ever need to do that, not a problem. The start button is going to be whenever you hit start and you want to have the Formula Pro mix a bottle for you. I'm going to hold off on just that. I want to show you a couple of the warning signs first. I got to say thank you to Baby Brezza for sending this to us. We did buy the first one, but Baby Brezza sent this to us this time, which is awesome. And also, if you are interested in this product, you can find a link down in the description below. So you see this little marking right here. That means that the lid is not locked. When I turn the lid and lock it, it will be locked. If the funnel's a little bit out, you'll get that little sign, which means the funnel is out. After every 4 bottles, the funnel will need to be cleaned, and the underside of this will also need to be cleaned. When the water goes down, there will be a low indicator signal right there, and you won't be able to dispense any water. I'm going to put the bottle right here on the tray. I have the setting set to 6. The temperature is at room temperature right now, and I'm about to hit the start button. As I hit the start button, you'll notice this will go faster than the Formula Pro Original. It's not as loud, and it's faster. And I tell you what, it also makes a more accurate bottle than the Formula Pro Original. Now I did set that to 8 ounces, and why you see that this is higher than 8 ounces right now is because of the displacement of formula. So this made really the perfect bottle. As you can see, there is plenty of consistency and thickness in this bottle. It looks like it didn't give too much or too little. So what I'm gonna do in comparison, I'm gonna hand make a second bottle and compare this bottle with the handmade bottle. So now I'm gonna make a handmade bottle using the scooper that's provided by Similac. It is 8 ounces. Similac, this particular formula requires 1 scoop for every 2 ounces, so I have 8 ounces. I'm going to do 4 scoops. That's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. This one here on the right with the white collar is handmade, so I got to shake it and put it on, and I'll just shake it. Doesn't require a whole lot of shaking. Okay, as you see, the Baby Brezza and the handmade, there's really not any color differential between the two. If you look at the displacement of the formula also, you can see that they both come up to just a little over almost 9 ounces. Looks like the Baby Brezza may have even done a little bit more, but the handmade bottle comes up to right about the same. So in essence, your Baby Brezza will put out the correct amount of formula ratio to the water that you needed, as long as you have it on the right setting and you keep the Baby Brezza clean like it instructs you to do. Let me show you another demonstration of this dispensing water with just the water, so you can see how much water is actually dispensed with an 8-ounce bottle. Okay, we're doing water only, and we're doing exactly 8 ounces. So I'm going to hit water only, and it's going to dispense that 8 ounces. Here he goes. And this does not account for the formula. If you haven't subscribed, this would be a great time to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hope you're liking this. And again, I'll leave the description for this product, or I'll leave the link for this description in the product below. All right, so it is done dispensing. There are some inaccuracy of bottles, but you know what? This puts out exactly 8 ounces, maybe just a tad over, 8 ounces of water. So whenever you're doing 8 ounces of water and formula, you're getting a percentage of formula, you're getting 8 ounces of water, you get a little displacement, and that's why it looks like 9 ounces in the actual bottle. Please be sure to watch some of my other videos on Baby Brezza. I absolutely love this company, and watch the Baby Brezza sterilizer dryer. It is also one of my other favorite products, and I'll give you a complete how-to there as well. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.